accountable, problem solver, committed, responsible. These are just a few underlying traits that your company deserves in an employee as well as in a prospective employee. I am confident you will be able to gain insight in regards to my character following the completion of this introduction. Without further ado, my name is Matthew Pilla. I'm 31 years old. I created this introduction and PowerPoint for my sole interest in becoming your all-star electronics engineering tech. According to my knowledge of the field, an electronics engineering tech, also known as an EET for short, is to assist engineers in such activities as electronic systems and instrumentation of design, or digital signal processing, which requires intellect as well as having skillful hands. A proficient EET should be able to operate specialized test equipment to diagnose, test, or analyze the performance of electronic components or systems. One should be able to modify, maintain, and repair electronic equipment and systems to ensure that they function properly. Lastly, a capable EET should be skilled in replacing defective components or parts using hand tools and precision instruments. These are only a few tasks of a dynamic EET should be able to accomplish. However, I would like to go over what makes Matthew Pilla a viable candidate for your organization. With a bachelor's degree in organizational management obtained from the University of Verne, I have received management and interpersonal skills critical for a changing environment such as the field of technology. With my degree is not a technical one, my work experience has offered me sufficient on-the-job training and knowledge to complete any EET tasks. With 6 years as an aviation electronics technician in the United States Navy, I have been challenged with many electronic discrepancies. As an aviation electronics technician, I had to troubleshoot various discrepancies with the use of avionics test equipment and technical publications to locate faults within the aircraft. These systems included communications, radar, navigation, sensors, and tactical displays, to name a handful. While enlisted, I obtained critical training in the ESD safety, also known as electrostatic discharge, that can render circuit cards useless with little to no evidence if not handled correctly. I'm also skilled in corrosion identification and prevention, which is the #1 reason for electronic component degradation. While in the Navy, I obtained my collateral duty inspector qualification, and I was an extension of the Quality Assurance Department within my work center. This qualification made me responsible for the quality work being done and the by-the-book maintenance that was supposed to be happening. My goal as a CDI was to eliminate the occurrence of defects in the work center. This would make me a stellar electronics engineering tech because another task of an EET is to inspect newly installed equipment and to adjust or correct operating problems. Both examples require a high level of attention to detail and ethics, which are a part of my arsenal. Continuing with my technical background that requires for this position, I have an apprenticeship as an electronics mechanic. I completed 8,000 total hours encompassing the operation of computer systems, troubleshooting electronics, inspection and repair of computer equipment, final testing of equipment with specialized test instruments, and performing preventative maintenance as required. During my 2016 deployment, I was a supervisor of the avionics division, and we were responsible for keeping our radar-capable aircraft fully functional for the 7-month tour we were about to go under. After 13-hour shifts, 7 days a week, and constant airborne missions, we were able to obtain 99% radar visibility while deployed. If you don't know what that means 99% of the missions had full capability, and it was one of the hugest success, the biggest success in my naval career. This translates to civilian jobs displaying my problem solving, ability to handle immense pressure, and my dedication to mission. These are some of the traits that I would bring fully developed to your company. I not only meet, but I exceed the listed job requirements. I possess the related job experience as well as a bachelor's degree. I have the work-related skill and knowledge required and hold an electronics mechanic apprenticeship as desired. The years experience listed for this position are 1 to 2 years. However, I hold 6+ years in the United States Navy. In addition to my vast electronics background, I am proficient in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and the Microsoft Windows operating system. Now, we all know companies desire well-rounded employees, and I have the motivation to take on management positions and roles within your company. Next, I will cover what qualifies me as a great leader. After only 2 years in the Navy, I was put into a supervisor role where I had to dictate and manage junior sailors as well as sailors that had been in for 6+ years. My leadership skills on the 2016 deployment, managing 9 sailors, was acknowledged by a Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, as seen here. Prior to joining the Navy, I was the nutrition director of an assisted living facility for over 4 years. There I managed 16 employees. These employees ranged from the ages of 18 to 65, so you can tell there was a lot of dynamics in that situation. The leadership skills that I gathered from those experiences translates well with any job for opportunities of growth. Looking to the future, if this company were to land a government contract, I already possess a secret security clearance, saving your company money as well as proving my trustworthiness. Should you choose me for your position, you would be making a long-term decision, as my loyalty to a company is strong. My first job I worked at for over 12 years, and I faithfully served the U.S. Navy for over 6 years. In addition to my technical and leadership background, other factors that make me a good candidate are that I am comfortable with face-to-face discussions, email correspondence, telephone conversations, and I'm a very precise individual. In closing, my electronics background and my apprenticeship as an electronics mechanic qualify me for this position. My leadership skills learned through the course of obtaining my bachelor's degree, as well as real-world scenarios, sets me apart from most candidates. Staying flexible and understanding how to deal with certain situations and manage people in crisis situations makes me a great electronics engineering tech for your company. Thank you for viewing my introduction. Again, my name is Matthew Pilla, and I look forward to seeing you all on the board interview. Thanks.